Watching my mom lose her memory changed how I see my life. And I mean that so deeply. Because my mom was smart, not just smart on paper. She was the kind of woman who saw something that needed to be done and just did it. When she moved into her senior apartment, she didn't just move in and sit down. She started organizing things. She brought seniors and kids together through the intergenerational program. And then the younger people, they would come in and hear stories and learn from the elders. And then they would help and fix things around the apartments and also help with their electronics. She helped create community gardens too. That was her. Always thinking, always organizing, always building something. She was also a paralegal, and she got her degree when I was already a young adult. That alone says so much about who she was. She had drive, discipline. She had that entrepreneurial spirit. And when I look at myself, I see so much of her in me. And that's part of what makes this so hard. Because now when I look at her, sometimes it feels like I'm looking at an empty shell. She doesn't always know who I am. Hell, half the time, she doesn't even know me at all. And that breaks my heart. It breaks it in a way that I can't even fully explain. Because I know who she was. I know the woman who made things happen. I know the woman who built community. I know the woman who kept going. And now I'm watching that memory just slip away. And watching someone you love lose pieces of themselves, it'll just make you look at your own life real different. Because it forces you to ask questions you probably have already been avoiding. You know, we act like there's always time. Time to take that trip, time to start that business, time to finally do that thing that's been on your heart. But what if there isn't? What if the time you keep assuming you have is not as much as you think? That hit me when I turned 50. I had to get honest with myself. And I don't have forever. And I don't want to get to the end of my life and just feel like I just went through the motions. I don't want to leave here without being able to say I actually lived. Not a perfect life, but a life where I chose me too. A life where I did something with what was already inside of me. Because here's the part most people don't realize. It's not that you don't have anything to offer. It's that you keep putting it off. You keep telling yourself, I'll do it later. I'll figure it out later. I'll start when the timing is better. And this is where people get stuck. Because life doesn't wait for perfect timing. Look, your energy changes, your body changes, your circumstances changes. And the things you keep saying you'll do later, they can become harder to do. And that's the missing piece. It's not about motivation. It's about deciding that what's already in you is worth using now. Not someday, now. Because you already have something. A skill, a story, a perspective, a lived experience, and that matters. And I know that there are women over 40 who feel this deeply. You feel like life has just passed you by. You feel like it's too late. Too late to start. Too late to do something new. But it's not too late. Let me tell you what's dangerous. What's dangerous is thinking that you have endless time to keep putting yourself off. That's dangerous. Because one day, life will force the lesson on you. And by then, you might not have the same options. And that's why this matters. This isn't about ambition. This is about life. This is about not living in regret. And for me, when I look at my mom, I don't just see loss. I see a reminder that while I still can, I need to live. I need to build. I need to create. I need to use what's in me because I want more than just existing. I want that for you too. So if you've been feeling like life is passing by, if you've been feeling like you just going through the motions, if you've been waiting for the right time, don't wait. Choose yourself now. And what's already in you now, use that. Build what you can now because life is short and you deserve to say you actually lived it. Visit MissNishaB.com and take the Boss Ready check for free. See exactly where you stand or where to start.